He is still not ready and he is in a bad shape.
You're having a sad day?
You speak.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk. Can we talk about school?
Um.
Because because I like to help about big problems. What?
Today, um, my parents it's back to school day.
I know. And you started this week?
I started 3 weeks ago, but still I'm in jet lag.
I know. It feels like jet lag when we have school in the beginning of the year. Tell me about the worst thing that happened today.
Um,
Hold
stay
it.
for too long. In stay for too long. And having to do much work. You
So you
know,
were in the class and the teacher
and you know what?
work?
Lately, but do you know what?
Uh-huh.
No kids allowed in the parents' night.
Right. Okay,
Well, thank goodness you're not a parent. Can you imagine having children and also having to go to school? Lucky you're only a child and you're not a parent yet. But tell me a little more about the teacher. She gave a lot of work, but she didn't let you stay and finish it because she said you're taking too much time. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Explain it. Explain it a little better. So what was it?
I didn't want to do any work.
Okay, so you ran out of time because you didn't want
To
to.
do like many works in like only 2 hours.
So what was it? What subject?
Do many works on 2 hours.
What subject did we first start? The first thing was what?
Oh, I had to do a lot of math, a lot of language, a lot of culture, a lot of everything in only 2 hours.
So the first thing that happened was math. And do you think when the teacher gave the work, you said, I don't want to do it because I'm panicking?
No,
Do you know what happens when somebody panics?
no.
So let me give you a description. A man is walking in the forest and he sees a tiger. And look at the tiger's face. His mouth is open like that. What happens to the man? Is he happy to see the tiger or is he terrified?
Terrified.
Exactly. What happens to his heart?
Not okay.
It's not okay. His heart is pounding. His chest is jumping. He can look down and see his heartbeat because his heart is getting very stressed out because he
Do you know what?
has to think.
Heartbeat is the only thing that makes you live.
It does. But what happens if the heart?
But if heartbeat stops beating, then you'll die.
Okay, so what happens if the heart doesn't beat when you're standing next to the tiger? You cannot think. You can't think what you have to do. So your heart has to start beating faster, and then you can think faster, and then you can save yourself. So you have two choices. Either you have normal heartbeat and you become the tiger's dinner, or you have a fast heartbeat, you think quickly, and probably you run for safety. So when the heart is beating, is it a normal response or is it a or is he being silly?
A normal response.
Exactly. He has to have a faster heartbeat because he has to think faster. So what happens when the teacher gives math homework or in class she gives math and you start feeling your heart go faster? Your breathing is faster. When we cry, our heart is beating faster. When we're panicked, we are having a stress response because we're worried. So when we have a panic moment, we have two choices. We could use our fast heartbeat to say, let me think how to do math quickly, or we start using silly words like, I don't think I'm touching this at all. I don't think I have tools for it. I don't think I'm doing it. And you know what you're doing? You're standing in front of the tiger and you're saying, I cannot run because I don't have legs. I don't have tools. So I'm just going to stand here in front of the tiger and stare at him. That's what happens when we freeze. So when you're looking at the map and you freeze and you can't start, you're really staring at the tiger and you're waiting for him to eat. And then we get really upset because everything crashes. Your math crashes, your language crashes, everything starts eating you up. So what can we do when we have a panic response? How can we make it a normal thing? Maybe if you stop shaking, I won't be very nauseous, okay? If you can put it down, would be good, we can talk. Because my heartbeat is going fast now because you're moving a lot. All right, you're gonna put it down on the stand. Is it down yet? Because it's still moving. I have to close it. Oh.
What? Sit down, put on the stand.
Or you could put it on the piano, like by the sheet music holder, and you could sit at the piano and just talk. We're not playing anything. I just want to finish this conversation. It's a very smart conversation. So I want to know.
Come, Srihari. Come sit here and talk.
When you're staring at the tiger, and the tiger is math, or the tiger is language, or the tiger is piano, what kind of responses can you have? Response number one is
move away.
Move away, and that's what we've been doing. You did that last week.
What if a dog barked and scare you out?
Right. So if you move away, you're safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what
if he barked at, he roared at you, but then you were running away, but he chased you?
Or what if he's really your family pet? He's your favorite pet, and he's barking because he says, "Hello, ruff ruff, I love you, ruff ruff," and then you run away. He's gonna chase you because he doesn't want to eat you. He's gonna chase you because he wants to lick you and show you love. So if he is your favorite pet and you run away, is that a good strategy?
Talk soon, but dogs can sometimes be scary. If you don't get the right dog, they might
chase and bite you. Or what if you are not being a good judge? Maybe you're judging the dog and you're saying, he's a scary dog, or he's a friendly dog. How do you know the difference? It's very hard to know those rules, right? The same thing happens with piano. When you look at a song, how do you know, that's a scary song, that's a friendly song? It's very hard to know. How can we be a good judge? When do we run away from a song, and when do we come and lick him? What do we need to do to make friends with our songs, or our math, or our language? So we need better tools, right? Because if the first reaction is run away because I can't judge and I don't know for sure if he's a good dog or a bad dog, so rule number one, always run away. It's gonna come after you.
Guess what? We'll get our dog in 2019. Every time we turn on the iPad, he's gonna bark and come over here. I
have a lot of puppy students. I have a lot of cat students. And I even have a turtle. I have a turtle student. And I have 2 hedgehogs and 1 rat.
How is that possible?
They sit there and they listen. I have only one dog who's noisy. He doesn't like G position, but he loves C position. When we're in C position, he's quiet. When we go into G position, exactly. So what does the student do? Does the student run away and say, "Oh, terrible"? No, he judges. He says, I understand. This is not terrifying. I don't have to run away. I'm not going to be eaten. All right? So what do we have to do when we look at the music?
I need to tell you a story.
Okay. And then we'll come up with a strategy for music because I have to get ready to go. So what's your story?
My story is when I'm on a regular Thursday when I'm getting ready for a piano class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once we turn on the iPad and put the book down and put the cover up, he's wanting to be running here and just jumping on the piano.
Right.
He's like this.
Okay, so What do we do? Can we teach him good behavior and bad behavior? We can.
Yeah.
It's really fun because when you're going to get a new dog, you're going to have to teach him your family rules.
And even we even have to take him to the vet, even if he's going to die.
He won't die, but you know, you got a lot of needles when you were a baby.
But do you know what?
He's going to need it too.
Dogs don't live as long as humans. They only live for 12 years and they're old and they die when they're
So,
old.
how old are you now?
I am 7.
Thank God.
Oh, I'm not 7. I am
7.
8.
You're 8. So 8
But
plus 12.
I'm gonna die at the age of 99.
I hope so, or maybe 109 or 119.
And even most likely that but my dog will get rid of them even before my life ends.
Actually, you're
Oh,
still
God.
going to have your dog when you go to college because now you're 8. So 8 plus 12 is...
Well, I'm in 3rd grade.
Okay, but let's count numbers with 8. So 8. 8 plus 10 is... You have a 10 and you add 8. Let's say he lives for 10 years, right?
18.
That's right. If he lives for 10 years, you're going to be 18 years old. You're going to be an adult. If he lives for 12 years, you're going to be...
No, but we are getting the dog next year. So
All right. So good news. Good news. You're going to be 21 years old when he is living his full life to 12 years. So you don't have to worry. You're going to have a happy childhood. You're going to have a dog who's going to be there for you from next year up until 21 years.
God.
Maybe you'll even be a father with 2 kids and you'll say, hey, this was Daddy's dog when Daddy was a little kid in 4th grade. Okay, so let's go back for a minute. Now we know a little bit about dogs. We know we can teach them family rules. What about teaching ourselves about family rules? We have piano piece in front of us. And the first thing when you look at it, your heart rates go really fast. And the first thing you want to do or your reaction is, I need to run away because I think this piece is dangerous for me. That means you're panicking. Panicking means you're having a stress response, not a normal response. A normal response is, oh, exciting, a new piece, yay, use my brain, play it. We got it. When you have a not normal response, you're panicking. And your heart thinks that you're staring at a tiger. But you're not. It's not a tiger. So we need to fix this. The first thing, you know how Mom always says, take a deep breath? Why do we take deep breaths? So when your breath is like this, is your heart fast or normal?
Normal.
When you're going like that, is your heart fast or normal?
Fast.
Exactly. And when you take a deep breath, what are you doing? What happens when you take a deep breath? What are you doing to your heart? Try it. Tell me what happens to your heart when you take a deep breath.
I don't know.
Also try it. Let's panic. Let's panic together. Okay? Very, very hard. Getting
That's what happens to me. My stomach blows up and blows out.
Exactly, because you're panicking. But how can you fix it? Let's try the deep breath. Take a deep breath with noise. Well, is that a slow breath? Uh-huh. Is it changing your heart? Did your heart change or you have to take another breath?
Change.
It's changing. So your job is to always measure what's going on in here. If your heart is panicking, you gotta fix it. And you're the only one who can fix it. Dad can't come and say, hey Srihari, if you don't relax or focus, we're gonna take away your head. That's not gonna change your heart. Your heart is panicking. You're in charge of fixing it. Alright, so what's homework this week? This week is technique book. And when you think...
If I
Wait, no.
if I
Are you panicking? Think. Are you panicking right now?
yeah.
Okay, so let's
So
take a deep breath. Let's start again.
so basically,
Basically, you're gonna
what
take a deep
teacher
breath.
me what my teacher means is like if I get one page wrong, if like for example, if I do one word math question and if I get the whole page wrong, then she'll ask me to do it. If I even get more pages, she'll ask me to do everything at home.
I have a great suggestion for that. When you feel you're panicking in school, can you tell that you trust yourself? Can you tell the teacher, Miss Whatever, I am panicking right now. Can you help me take deep breaths?
But then she'll say focus on your word, do it fast.
We tell her I cannot focus when I'm panicking and I need help to stop panicking. Sometimes we need adults to help us. They can hold our hands, they can talk to us lovingly, they can hug us. Sometimes a hug feels good. But we need help to relax. If you can't stop the panic by yourself, you're gonna have to ask for help. Because what happens if you don't get help? You panic more, and you panic more, and then you panic because you're panicking, and then you're panicking because you started panicking because you were panicking, and suddenly you're in a terrible place, and you're staring at the tiger, and the tiger is coming and eating you. That's what happens when panic gets too big, we get eaten. We don't want to get eaten, we want to get help, right? So step number 1, in school, ask for help. Make sure you use good language so they know what you're saying. Don't say, I don't want to do it. That's you running away from the tiger. Say, Miss Whatever, I'm panicking and I need help to take deep breaths. I can't focus until I relax and I need to calm down. I'm not scared of the math. I need to tell myself to take deep breaths. Can you help me? Can you hold my hand while I take deep breaths? She will be so happy to help you. That's number 1. Now, when you're opening the book, the technique book, it's very easy. I'm guaranteeing you that it's very easy. When you open it up and you try to start practicing and you feel like you want to run away, can you
Instead,
yourself?
if I say that, if I say please, can you please help me calm down? She'll say nope, I'm not gonna do it for you. You have to do it by yourself.
So,
And you
Dad,
have
what kind
to
of teacher do
focus
you
and
think?
finish work.
Dad, do you think we have a mean teacher this year, or we have a teacher who's going to want to help? What do you think, Daddy?
She's telling you.
So, Dad, I'm wondering, do you think we have a very mean teacher this year, or do you think we have a teacher who could help?
No. Actually, this is a new teacher in her school,
Okay?
and they are getting to know each other. I think it's only a small class of 5 people,
Okay.
and I don't know what he is talking about.
And if I, and what and she never wants me to daydream. And I can't do anything without thinking about it.
Exactly. So, this is where you and I are having a very smart discussion. What happens when we're daydreaming? When we
I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she won't let me.
Okay, I daydream a lot. You know why? Because sometimes I'm looking at something that's really hard. I panic, so I go on vacation in my head, and that's how I'm running away from the big tiger. So if you feel that you're daydreaming or if you feel you're running away, be honest and tell her. Mean people don't become teachers because teachers don't get paid a lot. They do it because they love to teach, not because they love the money. So she's there because she wants to teach and she wants to help. I'm serious. The teacher is there because she's a good person. We have to just learn about each other. She doesn't know you. You don't know her yet. So right now she's trying to be strict. But she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know you're having a panic response. And the first thing you do is either you physically run away from the homework, or you say something like, I won't do it, or you go a vacation in your head. You're daydreaming. All 3 of those is running away. So we have to stop the panic.
And she won't let me daydream, and she won't let me think about that.
Okay, do you want Mom to connect me with a teacher? And talk to the teacher and tell her how to help you with all of these things? Because I
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So until mom makes that connection, can you do those tools for yourself when you look at the music? You try
And
to be your
see,
best
the
friend.
only time when she can do that is the conference meeting in October.
Either a conference meeting or she can send me an email and we can find a time on Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday, or I can do that. I do that from all my students because my students need help, not just in piano, they need help with everything in their life. And I am happy to help the teacher help you because I love you as a student and I think you're an amazing person. You deserve to get help. Okay? I'm happy to do it. So mom's gonna make that connection. I will email mom. We'll make sure we make that connection. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna try to see what you need to do to take charge of your own breathing and your own panic response when you do easy page in a technique book. So you got 2 pages and all you have to do is pick your favorite one from 14 and 15. So it's 4 little tiny little pieces. They're 2 systems. Okay? So let's write it down. Where's your notebook that you usually do it? Do you have a notebook or does mom circle the page?
Mom, we don't have it right now. I'm confused.
Okay, so I'm going to email mom what we're going to do this week. All right? And then she'll follow with you. But next week, when we have our lesson, you're going to show me one of those pieces from the technique book. Okay? Can you stop worrying about it and remember that we've got this, you and I. We have a good conversation. We're both mature adults. We can do this together. You trust me?
I'm not an adult.
I think you're an adult because you have an old man brain.
But my brain is that. Do you know what? Some students in my school, they have bigger brains than me.
Well, maybe their head is physically bigger and faster, but are they as smart as you? Let's not embarrass them. I don't know a lot of kids who can read music. I don't know a lot of kids who can read music. They can write music. They can sing perfectly, and they're drunk. I don't know a lot of people who are.
Mom's here.
No, mom's not here.
Yeah, that is mom.
Do you want me to wait and find out?
We are a few minutes late.
Oh, this is.
Oh, that was just Sharda.
Okay.
Did you want to go back?
Okay, so I'm gonna. Here's what we're gonna do. Can I go have dinner now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sada.
Okay, I'm going to have dinner.
That was just my sister's tutor.
Okay, that's okay. One thing I need from you. Let's open the technique book and let's keep it open on the piano. Just so you can look at it when you're comfortable. It's technique 14 and 15. Please leave it open. Exactly. All right?
Yeah. Come here, Srihari, come.
You're just going to leave it open, and every time you pass the piano, take a peek and measure your heart. Take a peek, measure your heart. Take a peek, measure your heart. Take a peek, measure your heart. That's your job for this week. I think that's an easy job. Smart people know how to do that.
Okay, Srihari?
Yeah.
This
Did you understand what she's trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a science experiment. We're not doing music this week. We're doing a science experiment. How long does it take when you read? How long does it take until your heart starts going very fast? You're going to measure how fast you panic. Do you panic after the first note, the second note, or do you panic when you look at the treble clef? You're going to do a science experiment. Next week, you'll let me know what happens with your heart. I think this is cool. It's a great exercise. I have to run, eat dinner. Hope you can have some fun tonight. And I'm going to check with mom and make sure I can be part of your team. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Great job. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.